All praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Ha, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders which rule great millstone well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom. Wa abababal. Alright, so there was a there was an earthquake in Turkey, in Syria. Alright, and they were literally having buildings just fall with people in it. Alright, it says on the live, it says, powerful quake kills thousands in Turkey and Syria. It says, earthquake kills at least 2,100 in Turkey and Syria. Turkey, Syria earthquake, more than 2,300 killed in two powerful quakes, which the Lord prophesied of earthquakes, and these are signs of his return. Matthew 24, verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Which that name world there, the word world would be age, okay? It means the end of an era, the end of the so-called white man's era. All right, and pull it up just so you know. World. It says ion or eon. All right. See, a period of time and age. All right, so it's the end of the so-called white man's reign. The red devil the Bible speaks of, Esau, Edom. All right, and soon the Israelites will be ruling, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. And we're going to have the heathens as slaves, all right, as prophesied in the Holy Scriptures. And these words are faithful and true, as you can see today. All right, Yahushua said that these are the signs of his return and the end of the age of the so-called white man oppressing us. It says in Yahushua says, the Messiah, Matthew 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. So you got pretty much racial tension, and you got worldwide tension, right? They're talking about World War III, rumors of war. And there shall be famines, which I just reported about 250 people in Austin, Texas, fist fighting over rotted food in a dumpster. And pestilences, which there's plagues, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, because it's only going to get worse. More people are going to die. All right, and what is it? Second Ezra. Let's see, 8, verse 1. It says in verse 1 of 2nd Ezra 8, and he answered me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many. So this world right now, as it is very populated, right? They even say overpopulated, which is a lie, but it's very populated. But the world to come, which it's the same earth, but just a different age, when the so-called white man goes down in flames, him and his kingdom, and the rest of the heathen are put in slavery with that so-called white man under the Israelites, that new age under the Israelites, which will last forever, is only going to be for a few, because more people are going to die than be saved. Verse 3, there be many created, so there's a lot of people alive today, but they're only alive to be put to death. But few shall be saved, all right? So a lot of people are going to die in horrible ways, all right? All right, and there's going to be a great earthquake when America is destroyed by nuclear missiles. You know, Revelation 6, Revelation 8, Revelation 11, Revelation 16. But I'm going to read 2nd Ezra. They don't even have it on there. Let me get it. 2nd Ezra 15 tells you that these are coming. 2nd Ezra 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So the prophecy is what's to come. All right, and we're using the scriptures to do this. and they are faithful and true, as you can see. And we're speaking to the Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. Now that we've been scattered throughout the world since the beginning of time, all right, we've been able to take the heathen women and bear children with them, and our children come out looking like the heathen. So not every Israelite's going to look like a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American Indian, all right? So it's really based on faith. If you have faith in the word of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, take heed and be not deceived, all right? Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, which is Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what he's bringing, all right? The sword, famine, death, and destruction. It says, verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword, which is that so-called white man, the red devil, and their destruction draweth nigh. See, it's the end of an age. That's why it's happening so violent. Every time a new race took over the ruling, ability of the world, it was in violence, all right? It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, which, once again, going back to Matthew 24, nation shall rise against nation, kingdoms against kingdoms, all right? You're going to have war on every level you could imagine. Civil war, race war, class war, sex war, all right? Any way you could think of it. War in heaven, all right? That's why they have a space force, because they think they're going to fight Yahushua and the angels. But he's coming in the glory of his Father on them so-called UFOs, glorified as a god. He's not going to meet Esau as a man. So this devil, the so-called white man, is a fool, and this is the end of his age. And he's going to meet a violent end. It tells you that in Obadiah, verse 14. Not 14, which one? Let me grab this. Verse 9, it says, and thy mighty men, O T-men, which are the Germans, which are supposed to be the smartest of Esau, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau, so every one of the nation of Esau, may be cut off by slaughter, which slaughter is a violent word. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Because Jacob is the Israelite, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, which has been scattered throughout the world in slavery. And, they're still committing violence against us. So Esau has no salvation. The so-called white man, the red devil, he has no salvation. He's going to meet his end, and it's going to be a violent end. Verse 15, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, which all the heathen had us in slavery, and they're going to be punished for it. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And that's why the Lord is destroying their buildings, destroying their lives. What did they do to us? What did they do to our city, our holy city? What did they do to it? They destroyed it. All right? Which you have this arch, all right, which they display them destroying our temple and taking our goods, taking the holy instruments that we had in our temple. They destroyed our temple many times too. We had to rebuild multiple times. But now nothing remains over there. It's all built up by Esau, all right? Because they're the bastards that are in our land, imposters, counterfeits, and they're going to die in such a way that it's going to burn them up. It says in verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, which we do these videos, and it makes the fucking so-called white man, especially the elite that listen to these, fucking mad. And good. Get fucking mad. Alright? Because you're going to be fucking sad, bitch. Because this is just another day closer to you going into slavery under us. That's all it is. I rejoice seeing these things. I'm so happy to see your fucking world being destroyed right underneath your feet. And it's only going to get worse for you bastards, until pretty much you don't exist. It says, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them. And that's what we're doing. We're kindling in you. You have us in slavery, but we're getting fat on this oil. All right, and we're about to ignite. We're about to have superpower. Fucking light coming out. Not fucking light. Excuse me. It's just the way we talk in this bastard language. But we're going to have light, all right, this power coming out of us, right, out of our mouths, out of our eyes, out of our hands, to where we burn our enemies up. And just like their cities are going to be burnt up, they're going to get burnt up. It tells you, them that fought against Jerusalem, is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12, that they're going to melt. Their eyes are going to melt in their holes. Their tongue is going to melt in their mouth. Their skin is going to melt off the bone. It says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. See? And we're going to devour our enemy. And there's nothing they could fucking do to stop it. Not a fucking thing. All right? It says, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. All right? Which there's a day after 1,000 years of slavery that we're going to get the order from Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, and we're going to pretty much extinct the so-called white race, all right, by fire. Every man, every female, every child. Isaiah 14, verse 21, all right? We get Revelation 13. So long. 13, 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So all we got to do is wait. The Lord's putting these people to death at a high level, thousands at a time. Thousands, all right? And it's only going to get worse to where there's bodies that ain't even buried because there ain't nobody to bury them, all right? It's too dangerous to bury them. It's only going to get more dangerous here in this world until this world is taken over by the Israelites and given to us by Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. And then let me go to, what was it? Isaiah 14, and I'll wrap it up on that. Isaiah 14, verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his sons, for the iniquity of their fathers. And that's what we're doing. We're telling you what it is, what it's going to be. Now, you could like it, which obviously you don't. And I know they don't, because they comment on my BitChute talking all kinds of shit. But there ain't nothing they could do about it. All right? It says that they're going to be slaughtered for the iniquity of their fathers, for their violence against Jacob, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. So that's why they're going to be made extinct. Because if they're allowed to live on, the world will go back to a corrupt state. So we have to destroy them. They're a cancer to the world. But the Lord gave them a sword, which they have the gun, right? They have the sword, the knife, the sword. They have the gun, which is a sword. But now they even have a great sword, which is a nuclear missile. That's why Biden, in his pride, right, he says, you need more than a AR, what do you say, an AR-15 to take on the government, or an AK-47. You need an F-16. You need a nuclear bomb, which the Lord gave Russians and NATO nuclear missiles, which they're going to use those missiles on America. 200 million nuclear missiles are going to eat the flesh of America. All right? But before that, they're going to be destroyed in many different fashions. All right? There's many different ways that these people are going to die. It says in Isaiah 14, verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh. So the Lord's going to kill everyone, right? And when he uses us as a battle axe of war, he's going to give us power, which we already have power to prophesy, but that power is going to be increased. He's going to raise the standard to where we're able to fly. We're able to, man, believe it or not, I really don't give a fuck. But I know it to be true. Or I already see miracles happening around me. And I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Basham, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders which rule great millstone wow. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom, wa, abba, babal.